And we are live. What's up, fight fans? This is Kurtaville with Counterpunch Boxing News. I will let the chat load, but I have to ask a serious question when it comes to the critics, the criticism, the comments that were made about Daniel Dubois. Okay, Triple D, 15-0, 14 by KO, now one loss. So, I've seen a lot of comments, heard a lot of things. Slotello presents Counterpunch to you, brother. First in the chat. What's up, man? Counterpunch to you. Hope you're having a great day. But I've been just looking through articles, seeing certain comments and people's, criticism and advice and opinion about Daniel Dubois. Quitter, no heart, hype train. We've seen a lot. Let's hit that like button when we come in. Thank you for that guy, whoever put the like in. Soon as I seen you live, I got happy. There you go. Slotello presents. Slotello, my fellow bars. So, it is what it is, man. I've been looking at Daniel Dubois, and I've learned a lot from the last couple days. I learned how people will immediately jump off that bandwagon. They will immediately do that. They will abandon you. That's what I see. I see abandonment. I see a guy that, hey, yeah, you got beat by a guy slow as molasses in the wintertime. Over here it's winter. I don't know about the rest of the world, but it's wintertime over here. So they say this guy, jab, couldn't break wind, right? Andy, I think they're crushing him wrongly. People, the geezer had to save his eye. Big shout out, Kurt. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate it. You have to understand, man. Look, this is one of these times. Daniel Dubois, despite him losing, okay? Despite him losing, I think he made a cognitive and wise decision. Okay, so he might have been the toughest or the baddest, but I don't think he ever thought he was that. I think he was starting to believe that around the people that said that he was that. Let's hit that like button. We got 28 in the chat. Let's hit that like button. As we come in, hit that like button. AJ is some bum with wrong... AJ is some bum with no chin now, according to some boxing fans, after the 1L, even though he redeemed it. Yeah, a lot of people are going to say that. A lot of people are just negative all the way around anyway. You know what I mean? Because, see, you have to ask yourself who is real fans or not. And see, some people have the mentality, honestly, they will like you or love you even as long as you're winning. But if you're not winning, they don't give a shit about you. You turn into the enemy at that point. Yes, he quit to save his eyes, but he's a good fighter. Stone Bino, Scope, Andre. That's a good point. He did it to save something. He did it to preserve something. Do you guys understand, like, Daniel Dubois is only like, he's only like 22, right? 22, 23 years old. He's a young fighter, bro. This is his first loss. You think his first loss wanted to be something that caused him to retire from the sport? If he would have kept getting hit with that fucking eye, that more than likely would have happened. He would have been in one of those situations where, like a Dimitri Pitrug, which he was probably more decorated because, he had more fights or whatever, but something happened. That wasn't in the ring, though. I think he was smart. He could have got KO'd viciously. And besides KO'd, he could have got his face crushed in. Because what people don't understand, when you break an eye socket, you can only add more injury to that particular area. once it's broken or fractured, even fracture is worse because now your bone is starting to shred. You see what I'm saying? Your bone is starting to shred in the tissue in your brain, in your face. You don't want that. You know what I mean? And he felt that. Only he felt that shit. He felt that sharp pain going through that eye, because you could tell it kind of like, fuck. Because he was pawing with it before. And I think he was putting up with it. So there's no telling when he got that eye broke. Okay? There's no telling when he got the eye broke. So, it is what it is. Parked or not driving. No, I'm about to get a haircut. So I just wanted to chat it up with you guys. I'm just chilling, having a great, I guess, the weekend from the weekend that I won't have next weekend. So I'm living it up. Go figure. No one can save his eye but Triple D. He had to do it. No question. Big up, Kurt from the UK. Double T 101. I agree. And I think they're going at him wrong. It would be different if he just quit. It would be different if he didn't like a certain punch and he just looked at the ref and let the ref count it out. No, the man was fucked up. If you notice, look, not only did he have a fractured eye socket, the man also had like nerve damage. Oof. You see people with like veins and shit up here. You know what I mean? Veins, and you got nerves everywhere in your body that lets you know, that indicates something's wrong. Well, that's what was wrong. His fucking eye was broken. What did you think he was going to do at that point? Is he the toughest of the tough? No. Is he the wimpiest of the wimp? No. Doesn't mean that. But it does question, how far does he go? Because a lot of things mess with you, especially people's opinion and their perception of you. Ref and the doctor should have stopped that fight. Bogey 708. Well, somebody did. Well, you know what I mean? And then since I think his trainer was starting to freak out too. He didn't know what the hell was going on. Martha Stubbs, you're absolutely right. Gotta preserve the career. Dubois needs to work on his defense. It's good to learn a lesson early on. J-Lo, you're right. No head movement. He started to use that head movement when that eye started swelling. It was too late. It was too late at that point. Because, see, Joyce had already established the distance to land that jab. See, when you establish and you get yourself acquainted with a fighter inside the ring, now you know where he hits, especially if he has no head movement. And if he has none of that, okay, his head is going to stay stable. So as long as I get my feet placement in the right place and I get the distance down, boop, there's my jab. Boop, oh, there it is again. Let me step around. Boop. Okay, right hand, left hook, right hand, grab. Oh, break. There it is again. There I am. Boop. There you go. That's what it feels like when you get your rhythm, especially fighting somebody. You get close enough to land that one shot. And in Joe Joyce's case, he got close enough distance-wise to land a shot successfully. And he was able to do it last all night. Joyce put him in a trance. Yeah, he did. But it doesn't bring questions up about how much he will go through. AJ through Klitschko knockdown. Yeah, it does. Callum Kapoor. It does. It does get you to think like, well, damn, if he quit like that, what is his limit? You know what I mean? Because it's like, look, it's bad. He will always get that reputation, regardless of what happened to him in the ring, for quitting. I was undefeated in the boxing game. Nice. Samuel Garcia Gaming. Dean Bradford, I said the greats don't quit, but I apologize to Dubois. Saving your eye at 23 is the right thing to do. Counterpunch. It is. But see, obviously he knew something was wrong with his eye. Did he know it was broken though? No, he's not a doctor. He just know that shit hurt and I'm going to take a knee. Now, here's the thing. Now, this is the question you ask yourself. And this is where it's going to get tricky. Because Dubois did not know his shit was fucked up like it was. He might have sensed it was fucked up. But then the only thing that made him sense that is a sharp pain through it. Well, I mean, that could happen with anything. You could get hit to the body and, you know, and have a sharp pain down there, but don't mean you're going to stay there. And I think that's a lot of people's problem. I think when they hear about Daniel Dubois, and they found out what he did, see, he didn't know he had the broken bone or the nerve damage before. Now, he could have thought that's what it feels like, but he never got a bone, or should I say a face bone or orbital bone broken before. So how would he know that? So yeah, he did quit. And then the thing is, what type of pain that he doesn't know about when he receives that type of pain will cause his ass to quit. So we got to look at every particular angle, because this is very important when it comes to the future of fighting someone like Dubois. What's Dubois going to do when he getting his ass kicked or he can't adjust to a certain type of fighter? Will this happen again just because he cannot? That's the question you ask yourself. Let's hit that like button, guys. Let's go. Put some respect on Joyce's name. Mo H. Kurt, do you think God humbled him since he made inappropriate comments on Joyce's blind mom? That was fucked up. Is she blind all the way though? Because I mean, she sounds like an intelligent lady. But I mean, either way, if she was partial blind or whatever, just blind, that's a fucked up thing that they say. You know what I mean? That's just like, Daniel Dubois said some shit like this. That's just like saying, hey, good thing your mom can't walk if she was in a wheelchair, right? Good thing your mom can't walk to run to the canvas when I knock you the fuck out. You see what I'm saying? That's fucked up. It is fucked up. He signed up for the sport. Critique come with it. Research Guide 2.0. You're so right. I mean, everybody's going to get it. Now imagine, like, let's say Tyson Fury gets knocked out. If he gets knocked out, okay, he's going to get roasted too by every fucking body. His peers, the people under him, the people beside him, his comparison, the rivals. They're going to do the same shit. His team should have pulled him out. Yeah. Beat the house. Hey, Kurt, big fan. Big fan. Love the light and the conversation you bring to boxing. Subscribe all of my YouTube accounts. Keep it up. Beat the house. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Fish eyes rushes in. Joyce is no joke. He's a strong man. He had to save face. Like Wilder said, they just doing it to save face. They doing all that to save face. They still trying to do that. I'm glad he stopped. Wise decision. Daniel Dubois is a quitter. He is a quitter. He quit like Anthony Joshua did. I'm telling you, they both quit. Graham Taylor, yo, Kurt, I agree. Just imagine how much that must have hurt to get punched on a broken eye socket by a heavyweight boxer. That shit had to, look, again, I wasn't in there, but I'm glad, and I respect you, Graham, for imagining how that must feel, because a lot of people say, oh, he quit. Motherfucker, you don't know what type of pain he suffered. If he never suffered that before, that could be something that probably scared the shit out of him. More than importantly, he was like, okay, this pain I never felt. Something's wrong. This guy just hit me in this area that's been bothering me for the last 3 or 4 rounds, possibly. I'm out. He is young and will come back. Yeah, he will. Triple D done the best thing, I think. No one wants to see a fighter quit or give up, but he's done the right thing. Joyce was going to win the fight and possibly do some real damage. Yep. Other sports don't get critiqued for coming of injury like rugby. No, they don't, Mr. Landlord. Good counterpunch. Do you think Dubois has had this type, especially from admitting he dropped AJ? Look, if there was something, I'm telling you about this kid, it was something that was fueling him. And it wasn't his talent. It was other things. It was people around him. It might have been a piece of that knowing, hey, I knocked out Anthony Joshua in sparring. Y'all, everybody can fuck off. That's the unified heavyweight champion of the world. I'm just a guy that I know I have the ability to do it because I've already done it. So yeah, that might have went to his head some. Of course. Why not? Why not? Dubois lacks experience. He was out there swinging, wishing on ASAP luck while Joyce looked ready to take the hardest punch in the world, and he will jab the hell out of this. Jab. He jab the hell out of his life, basically. And that's what he did. Jab the life of that fucking eye out. Salute to you 2 times here. Bunny badass. Counterpunch to you. Dubois should know the game and how it works. I place lots of blame on the referee for not checking on the eye from the calling or from and calling the doctor. That is true. Somebody should have came in and looked at that eye just to have it. And that's what I asked. I said, okay, well, where are the doctors? You know what I mean? Where are the physicians? Where are they at? These physicians are not here. And Mr. Silva quit with a broken leg. Yeah, he did. Oh, that sucked, dude. That shit was terrible. That shit broke and it looked like a fucking string of spaghetti or pasta. Jeez. Daryl Hodges Jr., what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Good afternoon. Good Samaritan. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great, man. I'm about to get a haircut. Fuck it up. Bars. Yeah, I'm from there. Cloth. Salute. Dubois is too hyped by Frank Warren. He won't be from now on. He'll be humbled. This is his humbling thing. Ali fought with a broken jaw. True. Heavyweight Ken Norton for most of the fight. That's right. Some people don't have quit in them. You know what I mean? Some people do, some people don't. Well, Ali's a different type of cat, too. Are critics too harsh? Hell yeah. Daniel was a gladiator. Salute to Dubois. Broken orbital socket. You can straight away. You can quit straight away. So now he can come again. Big up Kurt. David Cummings. You know, you had a great great counterpunch there. Broken orbital socket. Karma Serene. What was he supposed to do? Let Joyce box his eye out? Nope, he was not. And he knew. He knew. He felt it. Only he knew, though. Kelbrook, Sea Lion, Kelbrook 2.0. No. We've seen no evidence from Wilder either. But hundreds of people believe Fury cheated. Just because you ain't seen it doesn't mean it isn't true. Yeah, well, don't mean it is either. Just because someone keeps saying it, you can say a lot of shit that ain't true every day, don't mean it makes it true. But I will say this, the more you talk about something, the more people hear it, the more people believe it. So Speak it, believe it, receive it. Yeah, that type of shit. Good channel, Frank. Let another. I said, because he kept bragging in my interview that he hit AJ with some good shots in sparring, and no one brags about sparring. I'll tell you, that's his claim to fame. He knocked out Joshua. He should have done more than that. That's all. D Hodges, what's up, counter in the chat? He said LDBC salute. This is my main account. Okay, D Hodges, counter punch to you. It seems more like his socket up by his eyebrow than his orbital bone. There's no telling where it was. There's no telling where it was. Greetings from the mild west of England. Let's see how hungry Dubois is after his defeat. We'll see. Frank has really let Triple D down, always putting him in a ring with taxi drivers, trying to make him look like he's the next Joshua. Now, look at the damage. That's true. You're absolutely right. But yeah, to wrap it up, because I'm about to go in, get a cut. But I do feel that Daniel Dubois knew what he was doing. Now, did he know that his eye was broken from the jump? No. Did he have a good idea? Was he clairvoyant when it came to his own body? Yes, he was. But he made the right decision. You know, he made the right decision, because you think Joe Joyce was going to stop that shit? He would have kept hurting him, and he knew this is the extent for me taking this type of punches from someone that, for one, I can't hurt, for two, my eye's killing me. I can't even see him from one eye. So yeah, that would be the reason. Boxing's Logic United. Counterpunch to you, brother. I hit you up. Please break that beer bottle on Spencer Farron's head. And look, Spencer Farron is from the old school. You know, he believes that. You know, matter of fact, I'll do an interview with him. I'll reach out to him sometimes a day. Maybe we can knock it out today sometime, because it's 12. So that means it's what, 6 there, 6:18 there. So we might chop it up, you know, so we can do some counter punching. But I seen the title of the video that he was talking about, that he quit. Yeah, he quit. And I think people think that because you quit, you have no heart or something. That's not the case. He quit for a legitimate reason. In fact, we know what happened to him. It wasn't because, oh, I couldn't take it because I had no heart. No, something was broken. One of my bones on my body was broken because of this fight, because I got punched. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? But anyway, guys, it's been fun. I may come back for another live chat. I got to get in here and look like someone, clean myself up. But anyway, everybody on the chat, you guys have been counterpunched, and we will see you on the next event. Peace.